Egyptian gold body tatted like a Mayan. And I can't say I'm gonna succeed, but I'm trying. I had a couple close friends and I done lost a few. They either dead or in jail cause I cut off a few. They say the devil got no feelings, but I feel him. Cause with the Lord would show forgiveness, I would kill him.
Hey to your family, welcome or welcome back to a Real Niggas channel. If you are new, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe after you watched a Real Niggas video. And if you're not new, welcome back to yours. Okay, as y'all can tell by the title of this video, or wherever it is, we're going to be talking about why you're bored. So the reason I chose this topic is because I came across some people. Okay, some people came into my life today and was, you know, they feel like they're doing the same cycle and kind of don't see a way out of it. Now, think of it like this. If you are running in the same circle and you like, well, this is the only way I'm going to win, you don't ever want to stop. You're not going to stop because you're not trying to come in the awakening. You're not just, there's 5 stages of awakening. Okay, I got this from young Pharaoh and I trust him. This man is so intelligent and I do my research, and that's why I trust him. Okay, it's an intuition feeling, but still do your research. Okay, and I already been on, like, everything he talks about, he just speaks of it from a more higher point of view. Like, we've been on the same thing, we got the same consciousness, but he just more intelligent, I guess. Like, this like a kindergartner. Now, I'm not gonna compare myself, I'm not gonna do myself like that. I'm not a kindergartner. I'm gonna say that's like me being a freshman, because like I graduated 2 times already, but I'm a freshman now, and like he going to college now. You see what I'm saying? So like that's, and he's a teacher at that college. Let's put it like that. So that's why I say. But anyways, y'all, I'm sorry, I'm loud for no reason. I just wanted to let y'all know. If y'all don't know who Young Pharaoh is, link will be in the description box down below, and that's also who I play for my intro and my outro. Man, go hard, okay? Very intelligent young man. Go hard, okay? But anyways, I got my notes right here. I am going to be talking about why you may feel like you're bored. I was saying there's 5 stages of awakening. So you have Kepper, that's the first stage. Then you have Ra, that's the second. Then you have which is the third, and you have 2 more, which is Aten, and then you have Amen. Kepper is waking up. Like when people say I'm having a spiritual awakening, that's Kepper. That's the energy that you're going through. You're going through waking up, okay? And then like you're going through enlightenment, like you're realizing everything is fake, like you're coming through the womb basically, okay? Then you have Raw, which is knowing stuff, but you're not trusting a lot of people. Like you feel like everybody lied to you from learning, like, you know, this world is fake, of course, but you're not trusting nobody. You just going with your own intuition. You being stubborn. That's Raw. You know stuff, but you're not open-minded to listen to other people's thoughts. You feel like everybody out and against you. Then you have which is the wise. You know stuff. You open-minded to hearing other people's thoughts, but you gonna make sure you back them up. You gonna hold them accountable for like, okay, I'm a peep what you saying. I'm finna go do my own research. I don't care about none of that other stuff you're talking about. That is And then you have Aten, which is the wiser, which is like your elder. Like, I know stuff. Then you have an elder, like somebody who, they don't have to do research. They done all the research they could, and now they just teaching. You know what I'm saying? That's young Pharaoh, okay? Then you have, that's why it's Pharaoh Aten University. You see, because he's an Aten. Then you have Amen, which is the hidden, which is the stage we are preparing to go into we're trying to gain all this knowledge, so when we do die, or when we're hidden, or when we're not in this physical realm anymore, we know everything. There's like, there's no telling me anything. Like, nigga, I made it. You know, you come back to where you came from, basically. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. So you may feel bored because you're going through this one stage, you're awakened, you're learning things, but you're not really learning as much as you can. And what I mean by that is, you're kind of being like in your own head, like, people lying to me. I feel like the awakened Kepler is like, that should last maybe no longer than a year. No, you do not, because you've been stuck at that point. Okay, you're going like maybe 4 months tops, because you're learning things, like you're realizing people is like, you know, you learn about gang stalking, gaslighting, and stuff like that. And you want to protect yourself, but when you keep staying in that same mindset of like people out to get you, then that's where you're going to stay. Okay, stop looking at life like that, and start trying to build yourself up and be prepared if somebody was out to get you. Learn to work on your energy and learn how to protect your energy, so when this person come and gang stalk you, you know how to overcome it. You know how to react to these things. So that's you shifting into raw. But what I'm talking about being bored, okay? And I had to get that out the way because I want to break down the spiritual science of this conflict. So I wanted to let y'all know that before we get deeper. So the reason you may be bored is because you're not growing. If you're constantly growing, if you're steady rising up, ascending, how can you get bored? Because you don't just rise. You're not just going straight up for no reason. You're rising because you're taking things that, it's like you put in, it's like you going to go fill up your car and putting gas in a thing. The car don't stay where it's at. It grows. It has more gas to do whatever it want to do. But that's what I'm saying. The gas is the knowledge. The gas is the creativity. The gas is your energy to keep going, to ascend. And if you're not ascending, if you just stand stuck, that's you being bored. So I don't want to say being bored, like we can use different words for this, but it's not, you're not bored, you're just not wanting to grow. You're not growing, okay? And some people may be open-minded to grow, but if you don't really put in the effort, you're not going to grow, okay? So yeah, that's what I mean. Basically, if you're bored, you're not growing. So if you want to grow, do things, get creative, okay? Like, you have a purpose. You woke up. You don't want to stay in the waking up. You don't want to stay a baby for the rest of your life. You want to get out in this world and start experiencing and doing things and start taking your life into your own hands. You know what I'm saying? So how can you do that? Start preparing yourself. Start learning this world. Start learning how to manipulate this reality that we live in, and live in your own world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to travel the world, learn how to manipulate that if you can, okay? Like, do whatever you want to do. Like, do research, do whatever you can. If you got a goal and you want to do it and you're like, I'm this old, I can't really do it right now, start saving up right now. Get your money. And that's another thing. You don't want to be working a 9 to 5 all the time. You don't want to be working a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life just so you can have fun. Because you got to work harder, 10 times harder, to go and get this vacation that you want to go out on. You know what I'm saying? So start finessing the job system. Start finessing this system, period, okay? As much as you can, and start making your own reality. Like, let things start working in your favor. So start being an entrepreneur, and then you got your own money right there, and then you don't have to worry about waking up at a certain time to go work for somebody else. You wake up and create your own hours, and you got money coming in because of the knowledge you gain. Like, I'm not trying to bring materialistic stuff into it. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to create, if you know stuff, if you wise, if you in the or the I-10 stage, start putting your knowledge to good use. Even if you is in Kepler or raw stage, you can really put that to good use too, because people can see how you're growing. People can see like like that's like you showing people like you graduated, but they want to see like where you started from, you know what I'm saying? And see, because people out here started from the bottom too. People out here are still at the bottom. They don't really know how to grow and get out that mud, get out the dirt or out the quicksand, and they don't have anybody to help them. So like, I mean, they can help themselves, but when they see other people that inspire them to want to do these things, that's like, create a YouTube channel. I'm telling, like, take advantage of this stuff. Like, start putting your voice out there. And I'm not saying do it for the money, but knowledge is power. Knowledge has a lot of benefits, okay? You can really save someone's life. Really just vibing out. Like, I know my knowledge is very valuable, and people gonna find my, like, I could have saved 30,000. I'm not even gonna say 30,000 because I ain't even reached that many views on that video. But the 12 views, yes, y'all, because I ain't popping like that yet. But the 12 views, them, every single person, every single view could have been somebody's life I saved. You know what I'm saying? Just by watching my videos. So I don't do it for anything else, because I'm not even getting paid off YouTube. I'm making these videos because the simple fact, when people comment on my stuff, I don't think y'all know how much I genuinely appreciate that, because it makes me realize, like, this is what I do it for. Like, this is my purpose. Like, I know all this stuff, but it's not just for me. Like, I'm actually out here helping people. Like, earlier today, somebody DM'd me. It was like, thank you for posting it. Like, that video was very enlightening. You know, you're very intelligent, and like, and that touched me, okay? That stuff really be touching my heart, okay? And I really sit back and I be like, I'm really helping somebody out. I'm really helping somebody out. Like I mentioned on all my videos, if I don't get no views and I help somebody, that one person out of like a million views, people just watching my stuff, but that one person really needed to hear that at that moment, that's why I do it. Because that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me from not being bored. And first of all, I'm never bored. Ever since I woke up, I can honestly say I have never said I was bored ever since I woke up. Ever since I found out spirituality, ever since I found out about the truth, I have never been bored. You can't get bored. When you're rising, when you're ascending, when you're going up, how can you want to stop? How can you want to pause it? Like, why would you want to get bored of it? Like, and if you feel like you getting bored, or if you feel like you backtracking, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. Once you realize that you've been stuck for a little minute, and it's time to start going again, don't second guess that. Go. That's not a coincidence you got that thought. Start growing. Okay? Like, freaking do your research. Like, this is the age of Aquarius. Do y'all know what that means? The age of information. We got these electronics, okay, because you can't sit up here and make a phone, but guess what? They got all this knowledge on the internet. They got all this knowledge on YouTube. They got all this knowledge on the internet, okay? Like, take advantage of this. Educate yourself to the best, to the point where you can't educate yourself no more, to the point where you get to that I-10 stage. You see what I'm saying? So that's where books come in. Everything that's on the internet don't mean it's true, but when you keep diving deep, you take something from this article, and then you find some truth, you write some truth down on a piece of paper, take notes like you would do in class, and then, because you are your best teacher, I want to mention that. So then you take that knowledge, and then you kind of find out what questions you need to dissect from these questions, go look that up, and then see what everything has in common, and then see what your intuition, what your gut is telling you, what your heart is telling you, what your soul is telling you, what your higher self is telling you. Then boom. You see what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna mislead yourself. When you really seeking for the truth, it's waiting for you. The truth is seeking for you. So, you gotta meet it halfway. Literally, that's all you gotta do is meet it halfway. So that's how you don't get bored. I'm not gonna say keep yourself busy, because that's what the Matrix is doing, keeping yourself busy. But to be successful, I saw this post, you gonna wake up early, you gonna be tired, you gonna be going to sleep late, but you gonna be successful. And that's really all that matters. As long as you get your goals accomplished, how can you be bored? Like, when I'm done with I kid you not, every single time. Once I hear that outro going, I be so blissful. Like, I just be so happy. Like, I just made that video. I just went hard on that video. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it don't be for me. But I can sit up here and rewatch my videos and be like, dang. Like, if you don't want to be bored, stop being comfortable. Do something outside of your comfort zone, and then you won't be bored. When you step out of that same cycle that's just been going in this low vibrational realm, you step out of it. Guess where you step? Upwards. Then you start rising because you're going up. You're not going down. You're not descending. Okay? You decided to wake up. You decided to go get some knowledge. You decided to educate yourself. You decided to do things that you've never done before that this reality not gonna tell you. Okay? That the matrix not gonna tell you. You decided to keep your third eye open. You decided to learn about chakras. Okay? So, with that being said, I want to let y'all know, if you bored, it's because you're not going nowhere. It's because you stuck. And bored shouldn't even be a word. Why are you stuck? Stuck shouldn't even be a word. Why would you want to be stuck? You should be wanting to get up and go hustle. You should be wanting to wake up and get on your grind. That should be the first thing on your mind. Oh, it's time to go hustle. Okay, it's time to go get this. Whatever you want to get. I don't know. What I want to get may be different from you. You know what I'm saying? Expand your mind. You see this world that we live in today? What can you do to change it? If you wanted one thing in this world to change, what would it be? Be that first step. Be the first person to make that step. Be the lead of that. Okay? You see that people making GMO foods, and, you know, people always eating meat. What can you do? Create a vegan cafe? Go create your own grocery store. Go start a garden. You see what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. Once you start thinking big, you have bigger thoughts. You create bigger actions. And guess what? Your aura become brighter and more fantastic and more amazing, just like you. Because guess what? Your aura is now vibrating higher because you decided to vibrate higher. Okay? So, if you're bored, stop being bored. That's the best way to stop being bored. Stop being bored. Like, I hope that makes sense. The best way to not be bored is to stop doing boring things. Okay? I hope this video helps somebody out. I really do. I hope I wasn't being too loud, but I was going in. I feel like this was something that needed to just get off my chest. Like, I literally was like, I need to make a video today. And the first thing that came to my mind was why people be bored. Okay, if you don't want to work the same 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life just to pay a bill, and you can't even go out and experience this world, start doing things. Start looking up hustles where you can get constant money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Without having to wake up to go work for somebody else. Leave that cycle. And if you want to leave that cycle but you can't right now, do what you got to do. But in the midst of that, think bigger. Because when you think bigger, your actions become bigger. You have to have a goal in order to work towards it. If you don't have this goal created, you're not going to be going towards anything. You have no destination. Simple as that. So, yeah, really just wake up, and if you got to write down 100 things that you want to accomplish before you die, do it. And guess what? I bet if you work 10 times harder or woke up every single day to get every single one of them things done, and you looked at it every single day and put the effort towards it, more than half, 2/3 of them goals will be checked off your bucket list. Simple as that. Okay? Simple as that. Because you have a destination, and you know how hard you are willing to work for it. Yeah. So that is it for my video. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for watching. Bye to your family.
They say the world around us is not real.
When I'm gone, who gets your love?
It still affects us though, right?